Right, here we are then. It's 8:30 on a Saturday morning. Let's have a look at these crosses and where we think the average might be. 14 crosses this week. That's the most we've had for a while. So thanks to those that submitted crosses. Nice one. Gives us a better shot at the average. It's very much as I sort of said on Tuesday, really, is that the concern wasn't the line from this guy on the right, the one that stepped on a bit of Lego. It was this fella down here on the left that he could have been looking anywhere along that sort of line, along his eyesight. And yeah, we've got a big spread, which is exactly what we expected here. So let me just draw some lines from this fella's eyes through the center of the crosses we've got. See, narrowish spread there, isn't it? I mean, if you took that top one out there, look how much narrower it would be. So I think we more or less everybody's in agreement with roughly the eyesight of this fella. This fella's a nightmare because we're all the way that far to the left and all the way that far to the right. That's a big spread there. Now, I don't think any of those crosses are necessarily wrong. You know, I can't look at any of those crosses and say, no, that doesn't make sense. Because they all make sense to me. The furthest to the left, furthest to the right. Because his eyes, if you look at his right eye is looking straighter. And his left eye seems to be looking further over here. So, there is a sort of a cluster to the left. I mean, there's 3 over here on the right-hand side. But the general opinion seems to be around this area here. So I'm probably going to go with that. Now, if the judges do the same thing, if the judges do a bit of a cluster around here and they only got sort of 1 or 2 over here, of course, the head judge will take those out and just go by the average of the cluster. But, I mean, if we were to get an even spread, you know, say there's 4 over this left-hand side and maybe 3 or 4 over the right-hand side, well, they won't. They'll leave them all in and go in the middle. So, that's a strange one there. So let me change colour of the lines and sort of go up the middle. So that's sort of the midway point of if it was an even spread of the judges, that, you know, 4 went that side and 4 went this side, we'd be looking about there, and that's probably a safe-ish spot. The average is going to be further to the left there because there's more of a cluster on the left. I've already sort of put the average in, but actually the average is just below that centre line that I've drawn up there. And as I said, is to the left of that middle white line. So yeah, I'll take all these lines out now and I'll draw a big white cross through the average that I've put up there. Oh, and by the way, the average is 1,000 exactly. 1,914. Right, let me take those lines out and put some lines in to show where the average is. So there's our average. Like I said, it was 1,914. Do you know, I don't think that's that bad an average. It sort of makes sense to me because it does fit in. Let me change the colour again. And I'll draw some lines from their eyesight through that average. Does make sense. I know some of you still want to go, and you've got to go with your gut feeling here. You know, the average, just remember the average is a guideline. I've always said the average is not as important as where everybody's putting their crosses, so you can see what people are thinking, and I hope the judges are thinking in the same way as you guys. But yeah, there's the, it's sort of above his left shoulder, isn't it? So what do you guys think of that then? I quite like the average. I was always going to go along that line anyway. By the way, none of these crosses are mine. So these 14 crosses are all yours, because I didn't have a clue. If you remember Tuesday's video, I put one over here somewhere, one about an inch away, and said, well, they could both be correct, so I didn't know where to go. Normally mine's the first one up there on Tuesday, but this week I didn't do one at all. So now I'm going to decide. I like this cluster on the left. I'm hoping that if that's the case, the majority of judges will go to the left, which makes the average more viable, because I think maybe only one or two will go to the right, and if that's the case, if they're that far out from the average, they'll take them out and then just go by the by this cluster. So yeah, I should have put that up in the corner of the screen by now, that average 1,914. I'll take it from there. So right, yeah, so I would put that average in your own, that average coordinate in your own picture, have a look, see what you think, and then put your own crosses in there. Some of you will have already done it, because they've done different deals throughout the week of 10% off this brand and 20% off that brand. But if you haven't done it yet, yeah, stick that average in and sort of decide where from there, if you think it's further left, higher up, whatever. I don't think it's that bad this week, considering we had such a big spread. I think the average sort of makes sense to me. It depends which eye you're looking at. See, if you look at his left eye, which is on the right to us, then I think it could be further right. But if you look at his other eye, then I think it could be further up here. So let's hope they do go, an even spread. Right, let's have a look at Revcomps then. Well, as you know, I'm cutting back. I've just got one on this McLaren. Now, 1 in 20,000 tickets. Not particularly brilliant odds, is it? But I wanted to be in it. I didn't do anything else on you. Although I did like a look at this Volkswagen T-Cross. I just didn't do it. But I just done one on there. So they added some more on Thursday, ready for next Thursday. Well, they got a Porsche again. 399 tickets. That's damn good odds, that, isn't it? 400 tickets for that. There's no cash alternative on that one, mine, but it's £180 a ticket on the early bird, because it's 10% off, so that will go up any time now. When did this go up? Thursday, so you'll probably be alright tomorrow, and by tomorrow night or Monday you will have gone up to the full price of more or less £200 a ticket. But yeah, that's a nice win for somebody, innit? 400 tickets. You've got to be tempted at that. If you had the money to spare, you've got to be tempted to thinking it's only 400 tickets. But I didn't do it, because I wasn't spending £180 on a ticket. I do like this motorhome. Comes with £5,000. I haven't done it though. Range Rover, I did go for the Range Rover. 10,000 tickets, well, 9,999. Bit pricey, £11.67 a ticket. That's going to go up in it to about 13 quid by the time the early bird finishes. But the only reason I had one on there is because it was a 70k cash alternative. These are always popular, not a bad price there. 7,000 tickets, £5.87 so far. The Audi Avant, that's nice. Mini, 7-year-old Mini Cooper D Auto, but cheap tickets, £4 a ticket, 5,000 tickets. And these are always popular. They put one of these in sort of every week, don't they? One of these 4x4 pickup things. I do like them. I just wouldn't have a use for it. Just it's a gas guzzler, isn't it? Auto draws, well, there's hardly anything in there at the moment. But these will fly up today. They'll add some more on here today, because you can tell I haven't refreshed the page since yesterday, because for 2 days, in fact, on here, because that's already gone. It says ends tomorrow. That's already gone. So this today is the Mini Cooper, and somebody commented a 2013 Mini Cooper. Come on, 10 years old. Yeah, you're right, but if it's Revcomps, it'll be in superb nick. And it's a cheap punt for somebody. £2 a ticket, 8,000 tickets. What does that come to? 16 grand, more or less, isn't it? I don't know what the car's worth. Probably about 5, 6. Good profit on that then if you're selling tickets for it. The other one ending today is this Bentley. now it's 60,000 tickets, but as you remember, last time I made a video, I think it was Tuesday, I'd won a fiver and I had a pound in there, so I spent my £6 on 3 tickets on this Bentley because it was a 60 grand cash alternative. The only other one I fancied, I didn't fancy, is Focus RS. Mine, it was 40,000 tickets as well. I did like a look at this Volvo XC40. This is a 2-litre diesel one. Still might do a ticket on that. That ends tomorrow. I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up. Nice little Citroen here. Nice little runabout for somebody. £2 a ticket. I haven't done that. So ignore the first two up here. The only ones on the vehicle auto draws at the moment is these bottom 3 here and these 2 on the right, because I haven't refreshed the page since, well, it must be Thursday then, if that says ends tomorrow and it ended yesterday. The last time I refreshed this page was probably when I was watching the draw on Thursday night. Well, I wasn't actually watching it, it was on in the background so I could see. So I could jump up and down screaming if I'd won again. So there's only these 5 and 2 of them in today. So today they'll be putting a few more on there. Probably quite a few more. They'll put them on in a big batch, big bunch. Anyway, that's it from me. I've got a week off from work now, but the Open University season has started again, so the next module of my degree has started, so I'm going to spend some time doing as much as I can of that over the next week, and I'll probably nip out to my camper for a few day trips here and there. There is a caravan exhibition on in the NEC this week, so I may just hop on a train and go up to Birmingham sometime in a week. I haven't decided yet. Very undecided about what to do this week. It won't be Tuesday, because I'll be expecting Christian to come round on Tuesday. So maybe Wednesday. Anyway, nice one guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck to you all for Tuesday.